Hey everyone, before I get into the video tonight, I just wanted to go over a few things. First of all, thank you so much to everyone who's been subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos. And it does mean a lot to me. Not that I do this for a living or even validation, I just really like talking about this stuff, and I'm glad there's other people that really enjoy it too. The other thing I have to mention is, I really do have to apologize for the quality of my videos. I don't own a computer, I do everything on my phone, and I've got zero editing skills. So everything I'm doing is pretty much off the cuff. It's just a happy little pastime that I have. At any rate, keep the comments coming, keep the suggestions coming, because as I make money at my day job, I'll be able to afford more books for more reviews. But don't worry, I've got plenty right over there on my bookshelf to keep us going. Anyway, enough with that. Thank you again, and God bless you all. Now let's get to the video. Alright everybody, welcome back. This is episode 7. Now last episode we did go over the Eastern Orthodox Bible translation, just a brief overview of a few editions that came out. Now I'd like to focus on one edition in particular, and that being the one produced by Newrome Press in 2018. This delightful little nugget of joy retails at $40, and of course, as always, I'll have a link in the description below so you can buy one yourself. Now, I went over a few of the features of the book, and I was excited about the reviews I was doing, so I actually reached out to Newrome Press and asked them if there was anything I'm missing or anything that they'd like me to mention about this. And I need to thank Father Michael at Newrome Press for getting back to me and dishing on some tasty little nuggets of just amazingly interesting information about this that, looking back now, I had suspicions of, but he put them out there for me. So I'd like to share all that with you now. So starting from the top, and please excuse me, I've got crib notes, but they're a little out of order. So going with what we can see already, this is a burgundy manufactured leather, zip enclosure, which does protect the pages. The pages gilded and rounded. I don't know if you can see or not, but just wearing a little of the gilding on the corners from opening and closing all the time. And much like the last video, I've got to show you this, because one of my favorite things about Newrome Press's books is the inside cover. They really do I don't know who picks this stuff out, but man, isn't that cool? Isn't that just gorgeous? So let's get into this sucker, okay? So like I said before, the EOB New Testament is it's a newer translation that was originally crowdsourced by a few editors and come from patriarchal texts sourced in Greece on Mount Athos. So that's cool. Now, one thing I wanted you to take a look at here, and man, I hope I can focus in on this so that you can really appreciate it. You see that artwork there? You see that? All of their illustrations are original. The illustrations in this, oh God, please forgive me because I'm going to mispronounce this name, but it's Predrag Ilivisky. I hope I got that right. If I didn't, forgive me, please. Black and white print. But yeah, all of these are original. And actually, if you go to Newrome on their Instagram, there's a couple videos of the illustrations, and it's really cool to check out. Like I said before, the table of contents are the same as the original print, minus the appendices. So you still have the introductions and your code to abbreviations, like NJB being New Jerusalem Bible, stuff like that. Look at the lettering. Look at this. Come on, focus. Hey, look at... Tell me that's not gorgeous. Now, you will notice a little bit of bleed through, not nearly as bad as you've seen in some other Bibles, and here is what's this is what Father Michael was told me. This paper, you remember in the last episode, I commented on the texture of the paper, the quality of the paper. Apparently, and they had this paper specially milled for this project. This paper did not exist before and is not used for anything after. This paper is one of a kind and unique to this edition, specifically designed for the print and ink they were using and readability. So bam! How about that, huh? Let's go over a few other things. So we're gonna jump into Luke here, actually, because we're gonna be spending some time in that book. Yeah, 2 ribbon markers, and as we all know, sewn binding, gorgeous, very sturdy binding. Okay, let's go in. No, not Corinthians. Luke. Hey, there you are. Okay, a couple things that he wanted me to point out to you, and I don't know why I didn't notice them myself. What you don't see more recently is this sort of run-on notation. And by run-on, it's not bullet points. It's run-on, 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 run-on. A lot of books are produced digitally now before they go to print, and setting your pages is a pain in the butt when it comes to footnotes like that. So the time and effort that goes into doing footnotes like that is commendable, and the footnotes are great. For instance, let's take a look at 139 through 45. This is just before the Magnificat. And now, okay, so here, like I said in the intro, I'm recording this through a phone, so I'm going to focus in on this, and then I'm going to reach my head around and read it. So, 39. In those days Mary arose and went into the hill country with haste to the city of Judah. She entered into the house of Zechariah and greeted Elizabeth. And it happened that when Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the baby leapt in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. In a loud voice she exclaimed, "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. Why am I so favored that the mother of my Lord should come to me? For behold, when the voice of your greeting came to my ears, the baby leaped in my womb, out of joy. Blessed is she who believed, for the things which which have been spoken to her from the Lord will be fulfilled." Now, first of all, great translation. Second of all, let's go to the notes. In particular, note number 15, which, boom, 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 right there. So we're looking at the line, "Why am I so favored that the mother of my Lord," boom, stop. Go to the notations. Check this out. First off, great example of the run-on notation. Second of all, great example of how great the notations are. And I've tried to focus on this, but I'll read it out loud anyway. Compare 2 Samuel, or 2 Kingdoms, 6:9. This verse, coupled with John 1:4-14 and 20:28, is the basis for the expression Theotokos applied to the Virgin Mary at the Council of Ephesus in 431. This is a Christological title used to safeguard the unity of the of the divine hypostasis of the incarnate Word from the point of conception onward. Luke 1:39-50 parallels 2 Samuel 6, see introductory section, Theologies, indicating that Mary is the fulfillment of the Ark of the Covenant. Now, for a portable, kind of on-the-go New Testament, that's the kind of notation I want. I mean, it speaks for itself. It really does. I've got nothing more on that. Now, what else you'll notice is the wide margins. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2". I've got big fingers. Now put a finger in there, and you think, oh, well, one finger, that doesn't seem like a whole lot of space. But in the interest of proving a point, let's see how much I can fit in just that amount of space. I certainly hope you can't hear them yelling in the background. Anyway, so here we go. a finger's width. You can fit quite a few notes in something that size, especially if you're going sideways. Let's see, what else can we say about it? Well constructed, durable. We all know this. They do not mess around when it comes to their publications. And I gotta say again, if not for the new St. Ticons, I'd still be using their prayer book as well. The text, yeah, let's get into the text just a little bit. Now the font is beautiful. The spacing's great. Now this text is small, and I need glasses and very seldom wear them, and I read that with ease. So even though the text is small, it's really well spaced, easily readable. The print, obviously, you can see is bold. It's vibrant. There's very little bleed through. And when there is, it's really not too much of a distraction. And again, that all goes to the quality of the paper that they commissioned for this edition. Of course, leather, you can see, is supple. It's very easy to manipulate. It's not technically a lay flat product, but I mean, if it weren't for the zipper, it would lay flat, but you know, what is it to put a finger down while you're reading scripture? So anyway, black and red print, illustrations are beautiful, as you've seen. Come on, show me another one. I mean, the little things like this, the headers and the font in the header. It's the little things like that that make an edition like this just pop. And then very clear. I mean, this is just, come on. You can't do much better than this. In fact, I defy you to do better than this. Anyway, I swear they're not paying me for this. I'm just that much of a fan of this publisher and of this particular Bible, or New Testament at the very least. All right, that's it. It's been a long day at work, and I still gotta take my meds. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in again and taking a deeper look at the Portable EOB from Newrome Press. I will have another video for everyone tomorrow, God willing. And if you have any suggestions or comments, books you want me to go over, editions you want me to go over, I'm more than happy to acquiesce as much as I can. If it's a book I don't have, I'm going to have to save for it. In fact, they have a gospel book that's about $200. I'd love to get my greedy little mittens on that and go over that with you guys, but that's going to have to wait until I win the lottery. All right, I'm rambling. Thank you all so much for tuning in again. Again, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to be adding some contact info, and I'm on Instagram now, so just look up Orthodox Review, Orthodox_review_, and I'll leave a link for that. And, well, hey, I love you all. I really do. God bless you. Go to church, say your prayers, and remember God. Thank you again, everyone, so much for hanging out with me. I'm having a lot of fun here. God bless.